Genshin 5.0 brings us a new region with Natlan, and I am here to summarize everything you need to know about the Genshin Impact 5.0 special program. Natlan's story revolves around countless crises throughout its history, with the different Natlan tribes and the Saurians uniting together with many sacrifices along their way. However, death in Natlan does not work in the traditional way, and dying in Natlan may leave your soul and strength behind until the war is completely over. As previously mentioned in the Travail trailer from about 3 years ago, resurrection plays a big part in the main storyline of Natlan, and given the following conversation,
可能由于某种原因，我觉得他不太可能会中暑。我感觉我已经 get 到一些信息了啊。
we can deduce that Capitano might have come to Natlan because he is already dead and tries to get resurrected. That, however, is a speculation on my part. Furthermore, Natlan revolves around a resource called Phlogiston, which is some kind of special pyro element, which Natlan characters can use to enhance their overworld and combat capabilities. During our adventures, we will also find various tribes and Saurians which we can possess and use their abilities to assist us in the overworld at the cost of Phlogiston, a stamina-like Natlan mechanic. The Teptli Sorer, sorry if I butcher that name, helps us mining ores and traverse the overworld in their own unique way. Unfortunately, I don't have a better way to describe this. The Kohalasaurs allow us to traverse liquid Phlogiston, which is this kind of lava-like thing. And lastly, the Yumkasaurus allows us to traverse using a grappling hook-like mechanic and can eat and spit out special fruit around Natlan. We will also encounter new bosses in Natlan, namely the Yumkasaur Mountain King and the Gold Flame Kuchu, this thing. With version 5.0, we also gain access to 3 new characters, Kachina, Mualani and Kinich. Kachina is a 4-star polearm geo character who we will receive for free early into the Natlan story. All Natlan characters also have their own unique way of traversing the overworld, with Kachina being able to ride and climb cliffs on her, whatever this thing is. Mualani is a 5-star Hydro Catalyst user, and she can ride her shark on the water and special Phlogiston streams on land. Kinich is the second 5-star introduced in 5.0, being a Dendro polearm user whose special traversal method is a grapple hook, which can attach to objects, enemies, or even just the air. These 3 characters also make up the first 2 banners, with the first banner being Mualani, who is joined by Kachina in the raid up, with the second banner being a Kazuha rerun. The second half's banner will also feature Kinich and Raiden. Other teased characters shown but not yet available to play have been, and sorry if I butcher their name, Cheska, Janssen, Captain Capitano of the Fatui, the Pyro Archon Mafruika, Xilonen, and Kitlali. The Traveler will also not be able to directly unlock the Pyro element in the beginning, and we will gain access to this later into the story. Version 5.0 will have the Archon Quest Act 1 and 2 unlocked, and completing these Archon Quests within this version will grant an additional 500 Primogems. These FOMO Primos will also return for version 5.1 and 5.3 for a total of 1500. We will also get access to the story quest for Kinich and Mualani, and completing these within the version they have been released in will grant additional Primogems and level up materials for the character, enough to bring them directly to level 60. 5.0 will also feature 2 new artifact sets, the Obsidian Codex and Scroll of the Hero of Cinder City, as well as 5 craftable new weapons. We also have a web event going on, a link is in the description, which will grant us 3 of these 5 craftable weapons for free. Natlan also has a slight revamp on the reputation system specifically for Natlan, with story quests being seemingly incorporated with the tribal chronicle system, which is part of the reputation system. Natlan 5.0 will also come with 5 events and a few new overworld challenges, which utilize the different Saurians in parkour-like challenges. The Primogem rewards for exploring Natlan have also been increased, with now 100 Primogems instead of 60 for leveling the Statue of the Seven. The Shrines of Depth now also grant 80 instead of 40, and the total Primogem rewards for the offerings have been increased by 900 as well. After countless complaints about the Imaginarium theater, Hoyo has also reworked and adjusted this game mode slightly as well. To be exact, they have reworked the Wondrous Boons buffs and they have been redesigned to be more clear and precise on their use, and they also have become stronger to be more accessible even if you are not familiar with the characters you use them with. In compensation for this, a new Visionary game mode has been introduced as well, which is significantly harder than the usual challenges, and clearing those will provide also increased rewards. Furthermore, a new item has been introduced, the Artifact Transmuter. Using Sanctifying Elixirs, this item allows us to craft an artifact and allows us to not only select the item's main, but also up to 2 substats. Doing so seems to require 4 of these elixirs, and we seem to only be able to craft 1 item for each set per cycle. Said Sanctifying Elixirs can be obtained by either the paid Battle Pass or by extracting a certain number of upgraded artifacts. Each artifact level grants 1 point and 100 points are required for creating 1 elixir. We also seem to be able to only create a certain amount of elixirs every cycle. Speaking of the Battle Pass, that one also has been adjusted and now allows you to select your rewards to a certain degree. Lastly, we get 1600 Primo Gems and 10 Intertwined Fates for the anniversary, and most importantly, Genshin Impact made adjustments to the banner system. Oh, and the top-up bonus has been reset as well. The character event wish banners also have had their overall rate adjusted from a 50-50 to a 55-45 chance, due to a new mechanic being introduced called the Capturing Radiance. This event has a 5% chance to trigger when you are not guaranteed to win your 50-50 and will guarantee you the promotional 5-star with a fancy new animation. Furthermore, the weapon banner has now been reduced to 1 fate point instead of 2, which now makes this banner basically a 50-50. And last but not least, starting with the release of Natlan, every single year we will get to select a free 5-star standard character with every anniversary. And with that said, that is about everything you need to know about the 5.0 Genshin Impact special program. Let me know in the comments if you're excited and may come back to Genshin Impact or not. Speaking of which, yeah right, there's been something else. Coming back now will also grant you an additional 10 Intertwined Fates since they have adjusted the returnee thing here as well. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe and have a great day. Peace!